My wife is mad at me, so today I had an idea. I'm going to make her a pair of earrings, show you exactly how to make and sell them, give them to her as a gift, and hopefully by the end of this video, she won't be mad at me anymore. So basically, everybody wins. And there's another reason I chose this product. A set like this cost me around 50 cents to make, and with the right design, finishing, and presentation, it can sell for 20 to 30 times that. Today, I'm actually making 3 sets of the exact same design, but I'll finish each one using a completely different method. So by the end of the video, you'll see 3 different ways to turn the same simple laser cut file into 3 completely different looking products. I'll also show you this display stand I made so the earrings and pendant can be presented and sold together as one complete product. Let's start with the file. It's very simple. We have 2 earrings, 1 matching pendant for a necklace, and the stand that holds the complete set. For the jewelry itself, I'm using plywood. And actually, this is a leftover piece from yesterday's project. So before cutting anything, I lightly sand the plywood. Nothing aggressive. I'm just cleaning and smoothing the surface so we get a better finish later. Once that's done, it's ready for the laser. And because these pieces are so small, cutting is very fast. But look closely at these edges. They're clean, there's almost no residue, and we don't have those dirty burn marks that can completely ruin a small product like this. With earrings, the edges are always visible. The product is tiny, so there's nowhere for a bad cut to hide. That's one of the reasons I spent so much time figuring out how to consistently get cleaner laser cut edges. If this is something you struggle with, I have a short laser clean cut system mini course where I show the method I use. You can find it linked in the description. Now let's finish these 3 sets. And this is where it gets interesting because we're going to make the exact same design look completely different. For the first set, I'm using a rustic oak stain. I apply the stain lightly, let the first coat dry, and then add a second coat. And I do this on both sides. This keeps the natural wood visible but gives it a much richer color. The second set is completely different. For this one, I'm using metallic gold spray paint. A few light coats are enough, and immediately the same piece starts looking more like jewelry and less like plain plywood. For the third set, I want some color. I'm using green acrylic paint. For this method, I apply the paint to the plywood with a small sponge before cutting. I do 2 light coats, let everything dry completely, and then put the material into the laser. This way, once the pieces are cut, most of the coloring work is already finished. So now we have the same design in 3 completely different styles: natural rustic wood, metallic gold, and green. And this is something I really like about products like earrings. You don't necessarily need 50 completely different files. One good design can become multiple products just by changing the color, material, or finish. Once everything is dry, I like to add a protective clear coat. These pieces are going to be touched, handled, packed, worn, and transported. So I want the finish to stay protected. Now we can assemble everything. For the earrings, I add the small metal jump rings and earring hooks. The pendant gets its own ring so it can easily be added to a necklace chain. And just like that, the jewelry itself is finished. But I don't want to just throw these into a plastic bag. Presentation matters. So I also made this little display stand from 3mm MDF. After cutting it, I spray painted it with a metallic finish so it looks cleaner and more premium. Now I can hang both earrings on the stand and place the matching pendant in the middle. And immediately it feels like a complete gift set instead of 3 small pieces of plywood. Now while you're looking at the finished sets, let's talk about selling them. The biggest mistake I would avoid is making generic wooden earrings and trying to compete with everyone else doing the same thing. I would go niche. Make collections for teachers, nurses, dog lovers, cat lovers, book lovers, different hobbies, local themes, seasonal collections for Halloween, Christmas, Valentine's Day, or other events. The design can be very simple. The niche is what gives people a reason to buy it. I would also sell these as sets whenever possible. 2 earrings alone are one product, but add a matching necklace pendant and a nice display stand, and now you have something that feels much more giftable and can justify a higher price. For local selling, products like this are perfect for craft fairs and markets because people can see them, touch them, and buy them immediately. They're small, easy to carry, and they work really well as impulse purchases. Another direction I really like is boutiques and gift shops. Instead of trying to sell 50 sets to 50 different people, find one small store that wants 30 or 50 sets. Create a small collection specifically for their customers and give them something they can display near the register. If it sells, they reorder. order. That is much more interesting to me than constantly finding one new customer at a time. You can also personalize them. Different colors, names, initials, local symbols, custom packaging. Even a simple change can make the exact same product feel completely different. And because the production cost is so low, you have plenty of room to experiment. So here we are, 3 sets, same file, same basic production process. 3 completely different finishes, and each one costs very little to make. That's what I like about this type of laser product. It's fast, it uses almost no material, it's easy to turn into collections, and it can be sold individually, as a gift set, at markets, or in bulk to boutiques and gift shops. Now there's only one thing left to do. Give 1 set to my wife and find out whether this entire plan actually worked. If you see me again tomorrow for day 19, I guess it did. And again, the file for this entire project is completely free through the link in the video description, so download it and try making your own version. If you're enjoying this series, like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot, and we still have 82 products to go. I'll see you tomorrow for day 19.